everybody. Today I'm going to be showing another... Oh yeah, that one's not going to work yet. I'm still figuring that out. This is going to be another cool thing that... I'm in the wrong area. That I found out. I was looking up the regex components, and then I came across this. So this was not my idea. I'll link the website that I found this on in the bottom part of the video. I just thought it was cool, so I thought I would show it off because it was going with the terminal fun that I was having with my own thing over here. And this is mostly a chat room. So if you don't know, well, I'll show how it works. So I'll type in, hey, from the captain. So that goes in here. I put the other two over here. One's in the gunning department. So it says command, so that's the room that it came from. Hey, from the captain. Hey, from the guns. So if I want to come down here and go all the way over to the crew quarter, and I'll be like, hey. So I'm in the crew quarters now, so I can see this was sent from the command, and this was sent from the armory. And then I just sent this, so if you're on the command armory, you would see that this came from the crew quarters. So, to show how this works, I'll go back to command to show the setup of it and how it works. So you have the terminal, or sorry, you have the terminal that all this is coming from. So it's the terminal signal out is going to this component again, which you saw in the video yesterday, and probably two of my videos now, where it's combining things and then sending them out. So the command is going. Let me go back. So the signal out is going to that. The signal in is coming from the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi, I put all the computers on the same channel. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's not a channel you can get to in the game. I guess you could do 10, but it's whatever. It's just quick and easy. So the signal in from Wi-Fi is going I should really learn how to say that. The con component. And then signal out is going to terminal, signal in. The memory is just command, and that's where it's getting the chat room. Or like in the chat, it's where you're putting the crew quarters, the armory, whatever it is. You're putting that in the memory component. So that's all coming to this one, which is separating the chat room and then what you're replying. So I do that, put a space, and then I'm getting signal in, or the signal out of this one is going to, well, the signal 2 is going to the signal out of the command. So it's just looping around. It's basically coming back to the Wi-Fi component because the Wi-Fi component is what's attaching all the things. And this is just showing it. I was going to do something else with the Wi-Fi there. So that's what you get here. So that's basically it for the premise of it. But the ending of the guide, which I originally didn't do, but may be cool to do. I was like, just because this is a relatively short video, so might as well finish it up the previous thing I didn't do. Is we need some wire, some lights, and an ore. So what this does is this lets you add like a, hey, there's a message. Because right now, if I type anything, somebody types anything, you don't see, there's no way to know something was typed. So how that works is it's going to be, I'm just going to place, let's do it here, do an OR, a delay, and we'll put a light. I like the right side light, so let's do that. So what we're doing with this is the OR component. We're going to do, was going to see what all we need to do on this, but for this, we're just going to delete the false output. And we're going to come over here. Oh. So we're going to go from the Wi-Fi that I have here. And I could do this wrong. I've not done this before. So we're going to do the Wi-Fi I have here. Going... actually, we might need to do the OR component. Going out to... And this is the first time I've done this. So this one I'm not 100% sure on. But we're figuring it out. Wi-Fi signal out. So the OR component signal in 1 is going to Wi-Fi out, which is what we want. Then we are going to do the delay. So we're going to go OR. Let's see here. Let's do delay. Signal in 1 to the OR component, signal out. Then on the delay, let's set the delay to, god dang it, I hate that comes up, to 3 seconds. Let's try that. Oh, I haven't set it to the light yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. So from the delay, we want it to go to the light. Okay. So light, we're going to do toggle state going to the OR signal out. And then toggle state going to the delay signal out. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go, but we're figuring this out. Do that. So let's go ahead and try it. So I set that out. Come over here. Come over here. Come on. That didn't work. Maybe it's because of the light color, so let's try. And it's possible I messed something up on this, but I don't think I did. Because some of this is assuming you have the ship editor settings. So I don't have that here, so I'm just going to see if it can be done with what I have. Oh. So let's do this. Let's say 30 seconds. So that might have been the issue. Is it just turned off too fast because it takes me longer than 3 seconds to run down here. So let's go back over here. Come over here. Message. Hey. Come back all the way over here. Hey, and then the light's on. And then it's going to count. It's going to shut off. So this was what was in the guide. I want to see, and the delay components don't work exactly like I thought they would when I originally looked into them. Or if they do work like I think they should, I don't understand it, because that just delayed turning the state off for 30 seconds. I thought the delay components would work by holding a signal for a certain amount of time and then sending it. So like if something happens, send, something happens, send, something happens, send. As opposed to something happens, it sends it for that amount of time, then stops. Maybe you could inverse. No, because there's not an inverse on it. I tried checking these up because I had another thing going on which I was trying to do Well, whatever. It'll be in anything to this video if anybody watches all the way to the end. So, probably get to it from here. So I was messing with the thing over here. Here. The engine. Because what I wanted it to do, because right now it just sends the in condition 100. I wanted it to only send out a signal every like 30 seconds. So like I could have like maybe terminals that people would check, or even tie it to one of the channels. So like every 30 seconds, if somebody goes to channel 9, it'll show like, hey, condition of large engine was this, and then like every 30 seconds or like every minute it posts like an update on it. I think that would be cool, where like the engineer can go in one, the medic can go in the other. So I'm probably going to figure that out. But I have the delay component here set to like every 5. I think I'll put glasses in here. Yeah. Dang it. I had the delay component in here that I thought would be like, hey, every 5 seconds it'll send a signal. But like, let's say I check both of these. It's the memory is the well, the memory I have at 5. Like maybe I don't need that now. Because I was making this always go to 5, but it was never changing, so that's fine. So I thought that, see, this takes 100. I thought it would send 100 after 5 seconds, so like every 5 seconds it would send. But it doesn't do that. And I don't understand, I guess, how the delay works. Because it waited 5 seconds and it's sending the signal. But then it just keeps on sending the signal. So I don't quite understand how that works, because it doesn't work like I thought it would. So I don't understand the delay, I guess. So I'm going to have to figure something else out for this one. But that was the next thing I was working on, is trying to figure out how to actually get it to like every 30 seconds into thing. That might be an oscillator, but I'll figure that out another time. I got the terminal stuff done with the chat room. I think it's neat. I'll put the article that I read, that I basically just copied the article and just put it in a video. I'll put that in the description of the video if anybody wants to look at it. It's on a website called medium.com. I've never heard of medium.com. It doesn't seem like it gets updated, so it might just be owned by a person. Whatever. Alright, that'll be it. See you guys.